if I told you the U.S. bombing of Iran might not just reshape the Middle East, but could rattle the entire world economy? On Saturday, American forces struck 3 key Iranian nuclear sites, a bold move that echoes far beyond the borders of Iran. But here's the twist. Unlike decades ago, oil prices didn't instantly explode. Why? Because the oil game has changed. But the risk? It's bigger than ever. Experts are watching closely. If Iran retaliates, not with nukes, but by choking the flow of oil through the Strait of Hormuz, we could be heading straight for $100 a barrel oil, or worse. And guess who suffers the most? China, Iran's biggest oil buyer. If Iran disrupts oil shipments, it hits its own economy and its closest trade ally. Sounds ironic? It is. So far, there's been no major disruption. Not a single barrel has vanished from the market. But the threat is lingering like smoke after a fire. According to Eurasia Group analysts, Iran is unlikely to strike energy targets unless its own facilities are hit. But low-level aggression, harassing tankers, that's likely in the coming days. Oil prices have already jumped nearly 10% since Israel's surprise strike on June 13. And though prices dipped slightly after Trump said he'd decide in 2 weeks whether to join the war, investors know better. The real fear? One misstep, one missile gone astray, and the Persian Gulf could become the world's most dangerous oil trap. Let's not forget, the Strait of Hormuz isn't just a waterway, it's a lifeline, moving 1/6 of the world's oil. And Iran sits right on its northern edge. Even though the U.S. buys less than 3% of Gulf oil today, a closure of that strait would send global shockwaves. And yes, gas prices in your city could feel it. S&P Global says oil reserves are strong, and OPEC Plus, including Saudi Arabia and Russia, is ramping up supply. But that only holds if the strait stays open. And that's a big if. Some economists believe this could be the start of multiple economic shocks this year. A global war, a spike to $120 oil, another blow to already fragile supply chains. It's all on the table. President Trump calls the bombing a spectacular military success. But the real war may have just begun. In the shadows, on the sea, and in the market. Stay with Global Pulse reports. We don't just follow the headlines, we decode the world behind them.